Hi everyone, welcome back. So we are reacting to an Earth, Wind and Fire song called All About Love. And this was requested by Deeper Dive. So thank you so much, Deeper Dives, for your request. Let's get into it.
We never spend time talking to you, so we figured we'd lay it on you, let you know how we feel about love. Paint a pretty smile each day. Loving is a blessing, yeah. Never let it fade away. It's all about love, yeah. Build yourself a true romance. Beauty that's around you, yeah. You deserve just one more chance, my dear, my dear. Let the light shine all through your mind. Feel your little heart aglow. Take the time, make up your mind. It's all about love, yeah. Talking to yourself is fine. Makes you feel much better. Know just where to draw the line. Yeah, my dear. Yeah, my dear. Oh, yeah. All through your mind, feel it heart aglow. Take the time, make up your mind. It's all about love, yeah. Talking to yourself is fine. Makes you feel much better. Know just where to draw the line, my dear, my dear. Bound to fall in love one day, surely, and you need it. Pretty smile will always say, my dear, yeah. We want to just take this moment to run down a couple of things about things we see every day. Now, I want you to stop whatever you're doing. Just stop. 'Cause I want to rap to you. You know, they say there's beauty in the eyes of the beholder, you know? Which I say is a natural fact. Because you are as beautiful as your thoughts, right on? You know, like with us, for instance, you know, like we've studied all kind of occult sciences and astrology and mysticism and world religion and so forth, you dig? And like coming from a hip place, all of these things help because they give you an insight to your inner self. Have mercy. Now, there's an outer self we gotta deal with, you know? The one that like to go to parties, the one that like to dress up, be cool, look pretty, on ego trips and all this. So like, hey y'all, I'm trying to tell you, you gotta love you. You gotta learn all the beautiful things around you, the trees and the birds. And if there ain't no beauty, you gotta make some beauty. Have mercy, listen to me, y'all. Talking about beauty. In church.
Wow, oh my God. I swear, every time I listen to Earth, Wind and Fire, there's always such a different vibe with every song. Like, I feel, yeah, I always just thought that Earth, Wind and Fire were just very sort of upbeat and stuff. And obviously on this channel, I'm learning that like they've done some slow songs, some ballads, and this is so R&B, but it's such a beautiful message. And there's also just like such a beautiful message in this song, obviously. And I love the fact that they had elements of like just talking. Like, it really felt, even though it's a recorded song, you know, there's still this level of live feeling to it, because it's like they're directly speaking to the listener. And like, I just feel very present with them, like as if they're speaking just to me and it's live and I'm like watching them, you know, because of those bits in the middle where they were talking and they were just kind of reminding us of like teaching it, you know, like preaching to us, I guess you could say, about like all these ego trips, like he was saying, like almost making sure that we understand what they're trying to say and what angle they're coming from. Even though like after listening to Earth, Wind and Fire a lot, I understand the angle that they're always coming from, you know, they're always coming from that deeper place and stuff. And I love that they touch on all those topics that a lot of you guys were commenting recently in one of the Earth, Wind and Fire reactions that I did about, you know, they were very astrological, someone said in the comments, and then they touch on this in the song, and it's kind of like brings all that together of like, it's about your inner world and like, you know, you are as beautiful as your thoughts, and this idea of that, you know, there's just what is outside of us, like the universe and all of this astrology is within us. Not that they said that, like they didn't say that specifically, but I know that that's kind of what they were getting at, because it's like we do have that beauty, but we have to believe that we have that beauty within us. And I just loved I loved it so much. The lyrics, let's have a little look at the lyrics. I love the, you know what, it felt so, there were so many elements of jazz in there. It was very jazzy, but it was also very grand. And I feel like a song all about love, like the song's called All About Love, and it is all about love. Like that's the whole song. Like they just want to talk about love, you know, you have for yourself. And I feel like it's just so grand, and they do it so, it's magical. They have these little sprinkle instruments in there. I like to call them the sprinkles, that add this level of magic to it, this level of, yeah, it's just really beautiful. It's grand, and I feel like the grandness of it just adds to the whole message of the song, which is like love. Like, how can anything be more grand than self-love, you know? And I love that. But it's got this romantic feel to it, like the jazzy when it goes slower, and it's sort of the more mellow side of it. It's like giving this jazzy kind of romantic, you know, like it sounds like a jazz cafe, you know, you'd go with your partner or something. But it's like a love song for yourself, you know, all about loving yourself. And it's like when they talk about like speaking to yourself, you know, be yourself, a true romance. There's beauty that surrounds you. You deserve just one more chance. Let the light shine all through your mind. Feel your little heart aglow. Take the time, make up your mind. It's all about love. It's like, oh, this even take the time, make up your mind. You know, take the time, but be decisive. Like, don't feel constrained by time, but still be decisive. It's like this healthy balance of like, you know, sometimes it takes us time to get to the point where, you know, we get to that point where we love ourselves. Talking to yourself is fine, makes you feel better, much better. Know just where to draw the line. See, that's what I'm saying. Wow, how did I just pick up on that? It's crazy. But take the time, make up your mind though. You know, be decisive, and that's what, know just where to draw the line. You know, there's this balance, it's this perfect balance, and they do it very beautifully, and I never really see lyrics like this, it's just so beautiful. It's really beautiful, man. Bound to fall in love one day, surely, and you need it. Pretty smile will always say it's all about love. We want to make this moment to run. We want to take this moment to run down a couple of things about things we see every day. It's just like it feels like a diary. I've never said that about lyrics before on this channel, where it feels like almost like not like a diary, well, like a diary in a way, but like more like a journal, I guess. The journal, diary, same kind of thing, but not like today is the day, but journal is more about kind of a bit more of a sort of a like it's just you jotting down your thoughts, isn't it? That's what a journal is. And it could be today, this morning I felt this way, and then this afternoon, and then the next day I felt. So it's like this, it feels like this quite like a journal type of songwriting. But it's like, it's talking to us, but then it's journaling in a way that's making us want to get back in touch with ourselves, which is exactly what journaling is all about. It's about getting back in touch with yourself. And it's this like cyclical nature to the song. I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I just analyze and I just see what comes to me when especially with Earth, Wind and Fire, I feel like, because they are so tapped in and aware that wherever my mind kind of takes me, I kind of go with it, because, it just feels like that's where it's intention to go, if that makes sense. And yeah, talking to yourself is fine, but just know where to draw the line. Bound to fall in love again. And yeah, we want to take this moment to run down a couple of things about things we see every day. Now, I want you to stop whatever you're doing, just stop. I love it. It's really different songwriting. I love it. And that's what I love about it. It makes you feel like you're really there with them and they're really speaking to you, because this is obviously a bit where he's not singing, or they're not singing. It's just narrating, I guess you could say. They say there's beauty in the eyes. Okay, these lyrics are wrong. Because I didn't hear that. Sometimes those lyrics are weird. Let's go to the proper site. So, yes, here we go. This is correct. About things we see every day. Okay. They say there's beauty in the eyes of the beholder, which I say is a natural fact, because you are as beautiful as your thoughts. Like with us, for instance, I just love how chill it is. We study all kinds of occult sciences, astrology, mysticism, and world religion. Coming from a hip place, all these things help because they give you an insight to your inner self. Wow. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Because it's like, that's from this, they give you an insight to your inner self. Because we are connected. We are our own universe. And everything that's out there that we nature is within us. It's all connected, and I love that. It's just these little hints that they put in there. And this isn't ambiguous. This is pretty straightforward of what they're saying, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you're not tapped in maybe to that sort of realm, I guess you could say, or not as woke, you probably won't pick up on that. But that's why that's why people listen to Earth, Wind and Fire, because they're tapped in, right? I would think so. Now there's an outer self we've got to deal with. So there's the inner self. This is like a proper philosophical lesson right now. This feels like I'm in school, but the best kind of school. There's an outer self, the one that likes to go to parties, dress up and be cool and look pretty, or on ego trips. So now you're trying to tell me you got to love you, got to learn all the beautiful things around you, the trees and the birds, and if there ain't no beauty, you got to make some beauty. Have mercy, listen to me. Oh, it's just so beautiful, honestly. This is really because there's so many ways that you could talk about love, right? There's so many things that you could say about love, but this is what they chose to speak about, and I feel like this just speaks to what they think love is, which is connection with the divine, with creation, with everything around you. And your inner reality reflects your outer reality. and vice versa, you know, in a way. In a way, actually, not the outside doesn't really reflect your inside, but it does actually, and the inside reflects your outside. It does, because yeah, you attract what you are. You know, you are only as beautiful as your thoughts. All these kind of things, and I just love how aware they were of these things. And like, this isn't a new age type of mentality, you know. And it's obviously, this isn't just of our age. Like what's this, 75, and it's really nice to know that like, they were thinking of these kind of things back then, and they had these ideas, and that, you know, it's just really refreshing. And they are from back in the day, which is amazing. And I just love this so much. I love the grandness of it. It's just so, and that's exactly like I said, the grandness is so important for a song like this, because they're talking about nature, they're talking about all these powerful things, and love is powerful, and the love that you have within yourself is powerful too. And it's just like,
A hip place, all of these things help. Little heart aglow.
oh yeah, this bit, oh my gosh, there was a bit at the start, glow, that I loved, that the violin mirrored what he was doing. Have a listen.
You're mine. Feel your little heart aglow. Take the time.
Do you hear that little violin? I love that. It's just like mirroring. It's this idea of like, you're mirroring the universe and all this kind of stuff. And I just love this song. I just think they're just amazing. They're just constantly just pouring into people, like just pouring goodness and love and self-love into people that listen to their music. And I just think it's amazing. It's amazing. And I love the end bit. I feel like the end bit, I almost felt like it was like a phone call, or like, just like really, I don't know what, like, it felt like you were dialing a phone call to like, but then it was very spacey and very modern and synthy and very sort of like otherworldly and ahead of their time, like kind of spacey, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? And it's like, as soon as you kind of adopt and put into practice what they've told you to do, not like they're telling us to do things, but what they've enlightened us to in this song, it's like you've now tapped into the sort of other realms, and that's what it's giving, like these kind of like alien type of sounds, and like, you know, and that's what I love about this. I just think they're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. I love them. So thank you so much, Deeper Dives, for requesting this song. I'm really grateful. If anybody else does have a request, there is a link in the description box below to send a request. I do look at everyone's comments, but if you do request a song in the comments, it won't be the ones that I will do on the channel. But obviously, if you want me to prioritize, then it is via the link in the description. I also have a Patreon as well, where I have exclusive content, blocked sort of reactions that I cannot put on YouTube, so they only will be available there. So more reactions of different songs, mainly like music videos, and sort of performances that are heavily copyrighted. So that space allows me to be able to share that with you guys, as well as other kind of discussions and more to come about my journey as an artist and what I'm discovering and how I'm being inspired by these amazing artists that you guys keep sending over the songs and stuff. So yeah, it's in the description as well if you feel that's of interest to you. But other than that, thank you so much, Deeper Dives, for your request. Thank you to everybody watching. Till next time, bye.